Right, what's on the slab today? This is a weirdo for you all. This is, as far as I can gather, a 1974 or 1975 Ibanez Futura. Although when I bought it myself in 1978 from Kitchen's Music in Leeds, England, this thing had a hang tag on it that called it a Futurist. So that's what I knew it as for years. Now this was one of my main guitars all the way through the 80s and into the 90s. As you can see, it's got a fair amount of playwear on it, and as you can also see, this tailpiece is not original. The original tailpiece succumbed to, well, metal fatigue 2-3 years ago and just cracked down the middle. They didn't use the world's best alloy. According to the tags that were in the case that went walkies sometime in the last 40 odd years, these are Super 70 pickups, which I think are slightly hotter versions of their attempt at a PAF. Construction on this is set neck. And the eagle-eyed among you will notice the fact that there is no serial number. Yeah, and I used to wear a belt buckle. Also, we have a minor problem here. If you look closely, the clear coat's delaminating and flaking off. This actually happened not too many months ago. A mate of mine was playing it and he said, "Here, what's this happening?" And a piece of clear coat the size of his thumbnail had flaked off. Normally on these you will find a serial number here. So what makes me think that this might be a very early production run is that it does not have such a serial number. And if we look closely, the constructions, I think, of Japanese sen, which is a species of ash. And there are many pieces in this body. If you look, you can see there's at least 2 pieces here. Front to back sandwich. And the finish is tinted to make it look more like the Koa Carina that the original guitar would have been made of, if the original guitar actually existed. Oh yes, and the plate here was originally plastic. It broke many years ago. That's a Gibson Les Paul replacement that I had to bend out flat with a pair of pliers to get to fit, sometime in around 1980. So what's the 1974 Ibanez Futura sound like? Well, here we are through a relatively clean amp with a touch of compression on the bridge pickup. Same thing again, both pickups together. And on the neck pickup. And what's it sound like with a bit of drive? Right, I am going to kick on a full tone OCD into the same amp. was the bridge pickup, both on together. And the neck pickup. I'm having a little trouble with my positioning on the neck here because the clear coat is so dark you can no longer see the edge dots. So it's a little bit tricky, especially with the way this guitar hangs. Now, there was a time in my life when this was pretty much the only guitar I played, and if I hung anything else with a Gibson scale neck around my neck, my hands just fell in completely the wrong position. When I bought my first Les Paul, I literally couldn't play it because my muscle memory was saying I was at the 15th fret when I was actually at the 12th, because this thing hangs so far out to the left. Oddly enough, it hangs in about the same position as a Firebird. So there you have it, 1974 Ibanez Futura. It was a toss-up between this and a 62 custom colour Telecaster when I had £150 burning a hole in my pocket as an 18-year-old. I chose this. Never mind, it appreciated in value, but not as much as a custom colour telly would have done. Anyhow, don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheers now.